Hey folks, welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to be discussing the prophetic pricing points for Shiba Inu during the flash crash and setting up low buy limit orders. And if you guys remember, Dr. Maria Conwell and Michael Lawrence shared some prophetic words and dreams concerning how low Shiba Inu will go. And so before we discussed that on most platforms we couldn't put no more than 7 zeros in a 1, I did find another platform that you can actually add another 0 to. And I'll get into that when I get to that part. I'm also going to discuss the purpose of why God is sharing with us these low prophetic pricing points for Shiba Inu. Now, before I go any further, I am not a financial advisor. I am just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. If you guys like these videos that I make, the support links are down below in the description and also the About section of YouTube. Now, the first thing that I want to discuss is purpose and why God is sharing with us these low prophetic pricing points. And the purpose of that is to transfer the billions and trillions of Shiba Inu to his people. And one way you do that is to lower the price to the point to where you put in $5-10 and next thing you know it, you have billions of Shiba Inu during the flash crash. And that goes the same with Bitcoin, Luna Classic, and where God is showing us to put in these low buy limit orders. So how are we supposed to transfer Bitcoin to the righteous if the price does not drop? Right? So that's part of the purpose, is part of the wealth transfer. There's no transfer of wealth if you're just buying and holding and waiting till it reaches a certain point and then you sell it off. He wants to transfer the Shiba Inu that's out there now so that we can become the whales. So on my prophetic pricing point sheet, I have it all set up here. This link will be down below in the description. And I'm going to go over the two main prophetic words dealing with the low pricing points for Shiba Inu. So this link will be down below in the description and you can follow the instructions. You can follow exactly what I am doing here. Okay, so Shiba Inu is currently at 509305. So Shiba Inu actually added a 0 over the last couple of weeks dealing with the FTX crisis. And so it looks like, it might struggle on its way up to dropping another 0 with all this new information coming out about FTX. It's just going to seem like the whole entire crypto industry is just going to keep getting pounded. Now, the first prophetic word I want to go over is Dr. Maria Conwell. Originally, when she put this out for the public, I believe it was more than several months ago, she said, for Shiba Inu also, put a low buy limit order for 7 zeros and a 1 on Coinbase or Coinbase Pro using the same methods. Right? Coinbase Pro doesn't exist anymore, so you're just going to be using Coinbase. Then she says, as there may be a break in the system which will allow you to buy a bunch for cheap, accumulate, and then you can put more sell orders in. Here she says on Coinbase put in 7 zeros and a 1, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Maria Conwell, correct me if I'm wrong, but you actually saw 8 zeros and a 1, I believe. But because Coinbase only allows you to put on 7 zeros and a 1. My Coinbase here, you can see I have 7 zeros and a 1, and I have several different orders for Shiba Inu that will give me about 1.8 billion Shiba Inu, or about $17.50. So originally, Dr. Maria Conwell actually shared some of that information with several confidants back in May, I believe. Right? So I have the messages and so forth. So then Michael Lawrence comes along back in September, right? So this is after Dr. Maria Conwell, and he shares a prophetic dream about the Shiba Inu flash crash. And he's said 9 zeros and a 941. I can say that every platform that I'm on right now, I cannot put a low buy limit order for Shiba Inu for 9 zeros 941. And so for those of you who are able to, you might be on a different platform that maybe not many people are using, but right now we're trying to be very careful about the different platforms that we're on. Put the name of the exchange down below in the description. Now, Michael Lawrence, back on September 6th, basically saw the same thing as Dr. Maria Conwell. He saw the chart and it came crashing down and then went right back up to where it crashed from, right? But he said it was 90941. All right, so we couldn't find any platforms that allow us to put that in, but on MEXC, I was actually able to put in 8 zeros and a 1. And that was actually suggested by Dr. Maria Conwell's assistant, Brian Cole. And I believe even Brian Cole, Dr. Maria's assistant, also saw 8 zeros and a 1 too as well. When I was fiddling around with this, originally I was able to get 9 zeros and a 9, but I couldn't get the 4 in. And that's very important because if that's the very lowest that it's going to go, it's not going to, this order here is not going to fill. Okay, and so the closest number that you can get to that is 8 zeros and a 1. And so that's the current order that I have right here, which if this order did fill, right, it would give me 6.15 billion Shiba Inu for $6.15. Right, so up here on MEXC, what you're going to do is you're just going to put in 8 zeros. Place the order, and there it is. So I placed the order for 8 zeros and a 1 because that's the closest to 9 zeros and a 9 for 7.1 billion Shiba Inu for $7.12. All right, so MEXC is that platform you can put those low buy limit orders. Also, Bitcoin too as well. I haven't really put a lot of low Bitcoin buy limit orders on here just yet, just for the simple fact that I was kind of waiting to see, what was going to happen because the whole FTX thing. And I did have some bone on here that I did eventually sell off before everything, started crashing. But so this is the closest that you are going to get to prophetic pricing points. Now, one of the interesting things that I want to point out is that when he saw this flash crash, right, it came down and then it came right back up. So let's speculate that, say at the current price right now, right, you put in $5 with your low buy limit order, you got 8 zeros and a 1. And let's say this happens at the price of where it's at right now, right, the selling coin price. So this $5 investment would, if this order fills, it would bring in 5 billion Shiba Inu. So the flash crash happens. Your order gets filled for 5 billion Shiba Inu. If you were to turn around and sell it for that price, that where it came back up to, which is, just as an example, the current price right now, it flash crashes from that point, then your total profit is going to be approximately $45,000 in an instant. So for many of you, if you're going to do this, you could just do it on Coinbase, right? But if you just put a few bucks on here, you're going to get a lot more than what you have and what you've been striving to have just by taking a little faith and just putting in a few dollars so that you can get that Shiba Inu during the flash crash. And if you do want to take it a step further, you can sign up for the MEXC exchange and place these orders at 8 zeros and a 1. So again, this Shiba Inu document will be down below in the description. If you guys haven't signed up for Coinbase yet and you do to put those in, the referral link does go to Dr. Maria Conwell. And then we also have the MEXC and just the simple instructions there and some of the dreams and visions and some of the things that we have discussed in the past. So once again, folks, I don't know how all this is going to work out. What's going to happen first? What's going to happen second? I think if it was that easy to figure out, that we would have had it set in stone by now. So that's really all that I have for this today, folks. I just wanted to share that these low prophetic pricing points, and especially with the one with 8 zeros and a 1. And the whole purpose of doing this, and this is to make us, God's people, and those who will listen, some of the largest Shiba Inu holders. Think about it. Dr. Maria Conwell told us about the two waves. Could you imagine going through this twice? Or at least, seeing Shiba Inu go up to $1 and then come back down and then going all the way back up to $13, right? And you hold billions of Shiba Inu, right? Seems impossible, right? But a lot of people are doubting God in this situation, and they don't think God can do it, and they always go to, the circulating supply and all that. And a lot of people don't realize Shiba Inu is supposed to be for God's people all over the world. And we've actually done a pretty bad job collectively in bringing more people into the wealth transfer and bringing more people into Shiba Inu. And we have all these people running around giving dates and time frames and all this stuff, and then it's just causing, a lot of chaos and hurt within this wealth transfer. We can speculate, but when people start giving dates, it raises everybody's anticipation and anxiety as well. And so we have to be very careful from here on out when dealing with certain types of prophecies, when people do give dates, because it can really hurt people. We all experienced that time back last December when Shiba Inu was supposed to be pennies on the dollar, and the hurt and the frustration and the anger that people were going through, and the messages that I was getting, including in how I was feeling too as well, because it was like we were bamboozled into thinking that, Shiba Inu was getting ready to take off, and people were putting in their money, and people were, expecting this great return and the wealth transfer to begin, only to find out that it was a sham prophecy to begin with. It's one reason why I'm constantly reevaluating how I share dreams and visions, because, folks, I don't share like I used to. I don't share as many people as I used to, or go over every single prophecy like I used to. I take my time and I try to discern. And so there's all these different people that are raising this level of expectation that things are going to happen immediately, and things are not happening in that way. And there is a lot of people that don't have an understanding of what's really going on in the wealth transfer. And one of the things that we have to do is to be patient, and that God is going to work this out. And God is also sifting through the true and the false when it comes to the prophetic. So anyways, folks, that is all that I have for today. Thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.